Hello everyone, my dear viewers. In today's episode, I would like to talk about Plunger Man, who he is, his abilities, and some interesting theories about him. So let's get started. As we all know, the main weapon of the Plunger Man is the plunger. So let's take a look at it first. The first appearance of this weapon was in episode 32, the same episode when Titan Speakerman was infected with a parasite. I propose to look at the moment in slow motion and zoomed in. This cameraman is not a Plunger Man, as they have different camera colors. Thus, the appearance of the plunger as a weapon took place before the appearance of the Plunger Man in the series. It is later seen in episode 39, with a cameraman wielding a plunger to stick it to the face of a toilet, making them unable to see and vulnerable to attacks. The third time we see it is in the subsequent episode, episode 40, where it can be seen laying on the ground before being picked up by the episode's POV cameraman. In both cases, it was not the Plunger Man, because the color of his shirt was dark, and the cameramen from the previous episodes had white shirts. The fourth time we see it is in episode 43, where a black cameraman can be seen relaxing on a toilet with a plunger right beside him. The black cameraman picks up the plunger and is ready to attack after the TV men teleport away. I consider this episode to be the place where Plunger Man appeared, because he has a gray camera, and the general look that we will see in Plunger Man in the following episodes. I have a little theory that the plunger cameraman could have been in episode 26, because in this moment where I zoom in on, you can see a brave cameraman with a gray camera and a completely dark suit. Why do I think it's him? Because he is quite brave and is not afraid to run at enemies to destroy them and help his other fellow cameramen. Interestingly, in episode 48, we begin to understand the true power of Plunger Cameraman, who single-handedly managed to destroy 5 upgraded gray toilets while his comrades fought with other Skibidists. It is also interesting that in the same episode 48, we were close to seeing the Plunger Man being destroyed by a Skibidist with a saw. But he, thanks to his training and skill, was able to dodge his saw at the last moment and escape. In episode 52, we see that the Plunger Cameraman has an improved gray camera on the bottom, which is different from what we saw in previous episodes. In the new 55 series, its lenses were not glowing, so I think it can only be used in the dark, in the sense that it can be like a thermal imaging scope that can help a Plunger Cameraman to destroy a Skibidist at any time of the day. So why is Plunger Cameraman so effective? According to my theory, Skibidists are destroyed when their heads fall below the water level, and some strong Skibidists simply do not have the ability to flush. Therefore, the Plunger Cameraman using the plunger can effectively destroy enemy strong heroes, which we will see in the next episodes. At the moment, he has only confronted small Skibidists, but I think it's not for nothing that he was given a jetpack for better movement and effective destruction of enemies. My next theory is that it is the Plunger Cameraman that will save the infected Speaker Titan, as it was not affected by the large shock cannon. The Plunger Cameraman has 2 plungers that he can use to pull the parasite out of the Speakerman Titan's interior. It's just a theory, but with his bravery, Plunger Cameraman has shown that he is ready for real heroic deeds to save the big infected Titan. What is a Plunger Cameraman really? An ordinary soldier? The main character of our series? It's possible that his bravery is caused by this quote, "I'm going to die eventually, but it's better to die a memorable death." I don't know why, but that is the first thing that came to my mind when I saw him approaching the large toilets in episode 50. In fact, I can only remember one episode where the Plunger Cameraman did not go first into battle. This is episode 45, where he sat and waited for the best moment to break into the battle. Perhaps it was for the best, since he could not help. He didn't even have a jetpack to close the gap and fly to the infected Speaker Titan. By the way, before I forget, not so long ago, we were shown a possible outcome of a new love story between a Plunger Cameraman and a camera woman. In the episode of their interaction, it's interesting that she gives him 2 thumbs up, even though we've only seen her give him one before, which may indicate an excessive respect for the Plunger Cameraman and how much everyone respects him. In episode 53, a funny moment was when another cameraman copied the episode with the Plunger Cameraman himself, when he went to defend the base from the Skibidist's attack alone. By the way, look at how fearlessly the Plunger Cameraman, using his jetpack, flies up to distract the attention of the warping UFO Skibidi toilet before the Titan cameraman arrives. The Plunger Cameraman made a minor cameo in Skibidi Toilet 55, where he was seen amidst a pile of deceased Skibidi toilets. This presence suggests that he was likely responsible for eliminating them all. Also, let's not forget that the Plunger Cameraman was with the Titan cameraman during his POV, and then at the end of the episode when we saw 7 flying Skibidists with rocket launchers and prepared to repel their attack together. Since both Plunger Cameraman and Cameraman Titan appeared in the next episode, we understand that the latter was successfully repelled and all enemies were destroyed.